Week 2 of April, and we got a good one. It'll be the New York Yankees taking on the Baltimore Orioles. It's all up next on 2K Sports.
He is an exciting player to watch in the field and at the plate. Adam Jones, we'll have a chance to watch him today. Two teams battling in the American League East. The Orioles hoping to take advantage of their home field against the Yankees. And I'm Gary Thorne with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. Welcome, Major League Baseball, 2K Sports. We're going to see Zach Britton pitch. So, Steve, what's he going to be conscious of as he looks at this Yankees lineup?
Well, this is some kind of lineup he's facing in this one, and this left-hander is going to have to be on top of his game and really move his pitches around and use an assortment of pitches and really dazzle this lineup if he's going to have any luck against them.
Here's the lineup for the Yankees. Now, John, anyone in particular we should keep an eye on?
Well, one of the biggest knocks on Curtis Granderson was the fact that he couldn't hit left-handed pitchers in order to be considered a star. Well, 2011, he figured that out. That's why right now, if he continues at this pace, he's one of the toughest outs in a great lineup.
First pitch of the game, it'll come to Derek Jeter.
The New York Yankees, shortstop, the 2, Derek Jeter.
Ball. And he watches that low pitch from Britton.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Tried to get him to chase it out of the zone. He just laid off.
Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Derek Jeter not making contact and leaving up the count. Last season hit .302 against the Orioles. The 1-1. Lined right at the second baseman. And he boots it. But he recovers in time, makes the play. Good work.
Number 14, Curtis Granderson.
And now we got a chance to take a quick look at how the Orioles will be setting up on defense. So, John, any individuals stand out?
Adam Jones, a converted infielder, hasn't lost a step. He made that transition to the outfield. Still learning the nuances of playing outfield on an everyday basis in the big leagues, but he's a gifted athlete. Big, strong, athletic, very quick, great throwing arm. Adam Jones has a chance to be one of the top outfielders for a long time.
Granderson watches it for a strike. 1 for 6 last year against Britton. Here it comes. Granderson hits this one down. Roberts picks it up. And so Granderson retired. This is what the schedule looks like for Baltimore. Tonight, their final game with the Yankees. A division rivalry, they'll face the Blue Jays. Boy, there's some great competition in that set of games. That's at the end of the week. Then they'll continue the road trip for the next series. The White Sox at U.S. Cellular Field. That's quite a few road games coming up, and that's always challenging. And Robinson Cano to bat. Here's a swing and a liner to left center. And that one's going to drop in. That'll be our first hit of the game. And he ends up at second. That's a double.
First baseman, number 25, Mark Teixeira.
Well, you know, he's feeling pretty good about himself right now. He's generating the first opportunity here with 2 outs to put up a run on this inning following his double.
And it's Mark Teixeira now. Batting .333. That's a 2 for 6 lifetime against Zach Britton. Well, they've made a decision here. They're going to issue the free pass.
The fans don't like to see this. They pay good money to come out to the ballpark. They want to see these battles. This hitter against this pitcher. Maybe next time. Mark Teixeira's season last year. Let's take a look at how he ranked in comparison to some other players. 3rd in home runs, 4th in RBI, and patience was a major part of his season last year, ranked in the top 15 and taking the walk. That patience will pay huge dividends for his club's offense.
Hit up the middle. And that's going to be a base hit for Rodriguez. And Cano scores.
What a great piece of hitting right there to give his team that early 1-0 lead.
Nick Swisher.
Here's Nick Swisher with 2 down. This offense is taking some pressure off the pitching at this point, Steve.
Well, we all knew the possibility of getting some early runs up early could happen here. That was possible. This could turn out to be a very interesting game, guys.
And a swinging strike on Britton's pitch. And guys, it'll be interesting to see how the rest of this inning plays out. Sometimes not easy to contain a lineup once they get started. It's infectious.
Well, you're right. It does. It kind of feeds on each other, Gary. And I think that you know, it looks like from a fan's perspective, you got to love this game. A high-scoring game is what they like.
Here's the pitch. Hit foul by Swisher. Britton with a windup. Ground ball. Played by Roberts. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. Nice way to get things started in this one. The Yankees are in front 1-0. Michael Pineda is going to be pitching. New York's got him starting in this one. And as he gets going against these Baltimore hitters, what do you think we're going to see?
For Michael Pineda, one of the best young live arms in the game. Real good stuff. The ball explodes out of his hand, an explosive fastball and a devastating breaking pitch as well, and a developing feel for a changeup.
Grounded to Teixeira, and he's got it now. And he'll step on first for out number 1.
Number 2, J.J. Hardy.
This is the lineup we'll see for the Orioles. Scouting pick, John. Who are we looking at today?
Well, the guy that came up with about as much fanfare as anyone in recent years, and that's Matt Wieters, a switch hitter, big, tall guy. And sometimes, Gary, those tall guys take a little longer to figure out their swings at the major league level. I think Matt Wieters, though, has a chance to be very special.
Pineda with a delivery. Swung on by Hardy, strike 1.
Well, the challenge for this Orioles team is how can they stand toe-to-toe with the big teams in the American League East. They weren't able to do it in 2011. Until they can, they're not really going to compete.
That is a strike. Hardy now lean out over that plate to protect. And those records the Orioles have against Eastern Division teams, Steve mentioned, not good. The Rays, the only team that they even split against last year, John.
And that would have their division record add up to 28-44. Those 44 division losses, the most by any team in the AL last season. Hard to climb out of the cellar when you play like that.
Here's a swing and a ground ball. Jeter plays that one. 2 down. Here's a look at how the Yankees will match up defensively. John, thoughts on the fielders here?
Well, the unquestioned leader of this ball club, Derek Jeter, he's the guy you got to look at. Look, he's aged. Yes, he's lost some range, but what he makes up with his lack of range, he now makes up with intelligence. Knowing his pitchers and knowing their hitters, he positions himself spectacularly in the game. That's why you rarely see him out of position.
Nick Markakis stands in. Last season for him, 1 for 5 off Michael Pineda. Swing and a miss by Markakis, strike 1.
That two-seam fastball away is just screaming to be hit on the ground as the hitter opens up. Awfully tough to hit with that kind of movement.
Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. This one towards Granderson. That'll do it as they put that one away. Nothing doing here in this half inning. The Yankees still out in front. And it's Andrew Jones now. He's going to get us started. Second inning. There's a swing and a smash. as he hauls it in.
Let's take a chance now to look at the Yankee season last year and how they ranked in the American League. First in home runs, second in runs scored, and speed, a major part of this offensive production, manufacturing runs, third in stolen bases overall in the league. Really a good asset for this team to score runs.
So with one down, it'll be Russell Martin. Last season, very good 308 against the Orioles here at Oriole Park. And he watches that low pitch from Britton.
Well, he tried to change up right there, but it just stayed down and off the plate.
Here's the 1-0. That one's hit to the right, way down there, but that's going to be a long foul ball. That's taken low for a ball. 2-1. On the way. 2-1 pitch is a changeup taken for called strike 2.
A very effective pitch. The changeup painting the outside corner. Now you can go back hard in or go soft away again.
The pitch. This one's grounded near third. Foul. And he fouls another one off.
Well, here's a guy that you know is taking that defensive approach, fouling tough pitches off, hoping to get that one he can put in play for a base hit.
And he looks at a called third strike on the slider. 2 down.
That went in on the hitter's hands. He realized he had no chance. He would have just broken his bat if he swung at it.
2 outs in the box, Brett Gardner. You look at the league's best base stealers, he's right there. Slider just misses. 1-0.
Well, this is a guy that puts so much pressure on the defense, Gary. I mean, among the best base stealers in the game. He can fly.
1-0 on the way. He lets the 1-0 pitch go by. 1-1. He's gone 1 for 1 lifetime off Britton. And he watches one at the knees, and it's 1-2.
Looks like the hitter's waiting for a pitch that he can get up in the zone to drive a little bit. That's why he went down to the zone with that four-seamer.
Here's the delivery. Fouled off by Gardner.
Foul ball!
Back up the middle. Picked up by Hardy. Throws on to first. Side is retired. And a good defensive half inning. 3 up, 3 down. Yankees 1. Baltimore nothing. So Adam Jones leading it off.
Number 10, Adam Jones.
It's fouled off. This is swung on, lifted to deep right field. Swisher's there as he drops back for it and puts it away.
This ball looked good coming off the bat. I thought it would carry a little bit further, but the right fielder able to keep a beat on it, throw back and put it away.
And so with 1 down, we'll see Matt Wieters.
Well, everyone in Baltimore and around baseball seemed to be waiting on that day when Matt Wieters' potential would turn into production. Last year, 2011, he did just that. A great season for the catcher.
That one's high. Pineda doesn't fool him. Talk about Wieters, who came in with all of that promotion before he ever played a game. Really think he's just starting to scratch the surface of his hitting ability.
Well, you know, it's so fun.
That one swung on its line, and Baltimore their first hit. throw will pull him off the bag. He is safe at first. That's going to bring up Mark Reynolds.
Well, with one out here and a guy on first base, the last thing you want to do is hit into a double play. Let's see if he can stay away from that. Well, Mark Reynolds can hit a baseball as far as anyone in the game today, but he can also strike out more than anyone in the game today, and he's proven that over the last few years. Strikes out a lot. When contact's made, though, souvenir city.
Last season, near the top in home runs in the league. He deals. Plays off that one outside, 1-0.
Well, you want leaders, both statistically and in the clubhouse, and this guy is that guy. He can get it done. He got it done all season last year, and obviously someone they're counting on this year.
And Reynolds swings and misses at that one. That'll even up the count. Over 5 career at-bats, he's 0 off Michael Pineda. That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. This one towards Granderson. Roams over, puts it away. And they'll hold him at first base.
Let's take a look at last year's rankings in the American League and see how the Baltimore Orioles fared. 4th in home runs, 6th in batting average, and they were in the top 10 in hits. A lineup that was able to make a lot of contact and put the ball in play.
And Chris Davis to bat. Weeder's on at first. That's it. Pretty well down the line and left. Gardner will field. And that one's put away to retire the side. No runs and a base hit. They leave one man on at first. The Orioles still looking for a run. Derek Jeter will lead it off.
Derek Jeter.
Here we go. Here's the first pitch. Sinker drops in for a called strike.
Good, hard, boring, sinking action on that one. Good stuff.
That's hit foul by Jeter. Britton with a windup. That swung on, line towards the gap in left center. That one in the alley. This could be 2 or more. Stops at second. 2-bagger. Now our State Farm sponsored look at how the league home run pace was set last year. Number 1, Jose Bautista. Second is Curtis Granderson. In the third spot, Mark Teixeira. 4th, Mark Reynolds. And finally, it's Adrian Beltre, number 5.
Well, this is a list of hitters that strikes fear in the opposition pitching. They have to, because they know with one swing of the bat, they can change the score of the game.
First count on Granderson. Here it comes. He takes that one, and Britton with the 0-1 count. And, you know, any great pitching coach will emphasize the importance of mixing up your pitch types. Let's see how this guy's been doing in that regard.
Well, that the fact that his arsenal
Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. And it gets down. Jeter will try and bring it home. And Jeter comes home. Granderson's going to try and get third. And he is safe at third ahead of that play. Good pitch down low, Steve, but a better at-bat.
Well, he did a real nice job going down in his swing to get that low ball to be able to pick up the hit.
Runner standing at third. Here's Robinson Cano. Steve, we've seen them continue to charge it up at the plate, and it doesn't look like they're going to be stopped. Britton with a windup. And Cano, he got wood on it. And goodbye, home run, and the Yankees have extended the lead. Now a 4-run ball game. They just doubled their lead on that one. One swing of the bat, 2 RBIs. That is a notch on the WPA chart. Let's take a look at the graph.
You can see the pitch on the outside part of the plate. He makes the adjustment, drives the ball, lets it get deeper into the zone. Good piece of hitting.
He'd have been happy just to pick up the base hit, but instead, not only a base hit, but a couple of RBIs.
Well, Yankees continuing to score here, Gary. Credit the offensive charge.
He swings and drives this one. This one to Jones. Didn't have a problem getting over there in time. And mark your calendars. This Friday, we'll see Brian McCann and the Atlanta Braves. They'll be hosting the Milwaukee Brewers. That one will start at 7:30 Eastern. And Alex Rodriguez is at the plate and has one down.
Well, for so long, A-Rod was one of the premier power hitters in the game. Still will take a pitcher deep if you give him the chance, but it isn't the same as when he was hitting 40 or 50 out each year.
And he starts him out. Back up the middle. And that'll get him aboard. They're on a roll. A lot of discussion as to whether A-Rod would reach the all-time home run total. You just knew he could not keep those yearly numbers up, John, and they've come down a little bit.
Yeah, 9 seasons where he topped 40 homers, 3 of those 50-plus home run seasons. I don't know if he'll get to that again. He might not reach 10 of 40 or more homers, but he's still a threat in the lineup.
And Nick Swisher at the plate, runner at first. Boy, did he draw a lot of walks last year in the AL. Here's the first pitch. And a swing and a miss on Britton's pitch, and it will go to 0-1.
You know, the walk is such a critical aspect of the game. You know, on-base percentage is so underrated. Getting a guy on base with a walk means the pitcher had to throw a lot of pitches. He had to work to try to get him out, and it tires him out for the rest of the game and in that inning.
That ball swung on and hit. Jones to field it. 2 down. Now look at the teams who led the league in extra base hits last year. Brought to you by State Farm. The Red Sox #1. Second, the Rangers. Third, the Yankees. Fourth, the Jays. And for the Tigers, 5th.
Well, the bottom line is, as a hitter, you want to put yourself in scoring position any chance you can. Well, this team does it as good as anyone in the league at extra base hits. Seems like every time you look up, there's someone in scoring position making the pitcher work and the defense work extremely hard.
It's strike one. Can't make contact on the fastball. See if he's getting balls or strikes here. Let's take a look.
Well, the 0-1 count means a lot in this game, and obviously we've seen it. 5 guys retired after he's gone 0-1 in the count.
There's a swing and a ball hit well. Deep, straightaway center field. Back. He makes the catch. What a play. So they strike for 3 more runs here and widen that lead even further. Yankees with some breathing room, up by 4. We're happy to have you here in Baltimore on this clear, beautiful evening at Oriole Park. And it's Benjamin batting. And Pineda gets him swinging. That's good for a strike.
Well, you have to be ready for something hard, and this guy wasn't anticipating it. That's why he was late on that 2-seam fastball.
Here's the pitch. Good changeup. It's quickly 0-2. Big swing and a miss on a heater. Strike him out, 1 down.
You know what I like about this is on 0-2, he didn't mess around. He didn't try to nibble to get him chase off the plate. He goes right at him and just gets the strikeout.
And Reimold's batting. He went 1 for 3 last year off Michael Pineda. Fastball in there for a called strike. This one is popped up to the left side out of play. And he fouls off another one. He delivers. Slider in there and gets him looking 2 down.
At 86 miles per hour and as flat as that, pretty dangerous pitch right there.
Now you like doing this as a pitcher when you can place it down and in like that. Boy, that is tough to hit.
Well, it came down and in on him a bit, just caught enough of the strike zone to get the call from the umpire.
Now with 2 outs, a chance for Brian Roberts. He bounced out his last time. And starts him out here. And it's 0-1. Pineda gets him looking on that one. Good patience as Brian Roberts lets that one go by. Count is even. Lifetime, he's picked up no hits, 3 at-bats off Pineda. He watches that one sail high. Ball 2.
Well, that pitch right there just seemed to get away from the pitcher, took off on him. Looked like he tried to overthrow that a little bit.
And Roberts with a swing and a miss. A strike that'll even it up. Roberts makes contact. That'll be fouled off. No luck that time for Pineda as he misses inside.
A pitch like that just locks the hitter up when it's in on the hands.
And here's the 3-2. Strike 3. Brian Roberts. A swing and a miss turned away. Good defensive half inning there. No hits allowed. The Yankees still out in front. We'll get a look at that leadoff hitter due up here in the inning.
Now coming back for the New York
And it's
Yankees.
Russell Martin to lead us off. Now, this is a kind of an interesting breakdown. You take a look at the pitch types that were thrown that have been hit for a base hit or better.
Well, guys, that changeup of his has been hit 3 times here in this one.
You know, it's interesting that you say that. That is a fair amount of hits. It could be part of why he's given up the amount of runs that he has here. But definitely you have to wonder if he's going to keep going back to that pitch because he's getting hurt.
Britton with the windup. And it's 0-2. Martin's going to have to cut down on his swing here.
If the hitter pulls the trigger on this, he's got a chance to drive the ball. He opened up, was out in front, but the inside changeup can be dangerous.
Fastball swung out and missed, struck him out, one away.
When you love what he did right there, there's no time wasted. Let's go right after him and sit him down.
That's about keeping a hitter off balance, and he certainly did there.
Well, just a hello, how you doing, and see you later.
Now batting with 1 down, here's Brett Gardner. He led the American League in steals a season ago. And here's the first one. Fouled off by Gardner.
Well, I tell you, with this kind of speed, he really can impact the game, and it's something the pitchers and catchers really need to keep an eye on the bases.
And Britton outside. That will be a ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. That ball swung on and hit. Jones to field it. He's there, but he lets it fall.
Now coming back for the New York Yankees. Shortstop, 2.
RBI chance. Derek Jeter. He'll like to make contact here.
Well, everyone thought after the 2010 season that Derek Jeter might have played his last game as a Yankee. The two sides didn't see eye to eye during the offseason on his contract talks, but they finally worked it out.
Well, you see something new in this game every day, Steve. They're going to intentionally put him on to face one of the best hitters in the game.
And you've got to really question this strategy, Gary. I mean, I don't know why you do this unless perhaps maybe you saw something in the scouting report They better hope it doesn't backfire.
And this is Curtis Granderson's chance. Last time up, triple homer run. Jeter's on at first. At second base, Gardner. Gets back in time. He is out. Made the dive and did not get back to the bag. Let's take a look at the replay here, Steve. They get him at second base.
Well, it's the old daylight play. When the pitcher sees daylight between the runner and the infielder, he wheels and throws to the bag. They picked him off.
Britton with the windup. And he pops it up. Should have room back there. And looked for a moment like he had a chance to make that play, but not to be. Good eye by Curtis Granderson. Lays off, and we're even.
Well, that fastball right there just missed, just below the knees. Tell you what, a borderline pitch. I think they wanted that one bad.
Granderson, he'll foul it away. Hit on the ground. Roberts picks it up. Throws to first. Side is retired. So they can't push any across here in this half of the inning. Yankees 4, Baltimore nothing. J.J. Hardy up. And a moment here to see how this pitcher has been mixing up his pitches.
Yeah, the thing about it is he's keeping his team in the game. And aside from a few mistakes he's thrown, he's done a pretty good job of mixing things up.
Yeah, it's been fairly consistent in this game. The variety of pitches has been good. And most importantly, his choice of when to go with a certain pitch has been effective.
And a called strike on Pineda's pitch evens it at 1.
Into the fourth inning, clearly pitching dominating this lineup right now. Look, he's only given up one hit, and they just have not had quality at bats against him. He's making it look easy.
Swing and a miss on the slider. 1-2.
Well, you see that pitch coming in, and it starts at the center of the plate, and all of a sudden, as soon as you start your swing, that's when that slider starts breaking away, gets out of the strike zone away. He can't stop his swing and swings and misses.
Leaves that one alone. Hardy shows patience, evens it up. Fastball well off the mark, and it's full 3-2.
That two-seam fastball is such an effective pitch. One, because it gets ground ball outs, but two, it sets up his other pitches.
Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a liner to right center. And it's through. Hardy the single. That's going to bring up Nick Markakis. Still early on. A look at what the Yankees have coming. They wrap up the Baltimore series tonight. Then they'll be going against Torrey Hunter and the Angels. That series bound to be competitive. That's going to get going on Friday night. Lots of home games. That's always a good thing. These at-bats, how's he starting them? Let's take a look.
Well, Gary, you work behind in the count. You go 1-0. It gives the aggressiveness back to the hitter. And he's given up a couple hits in this game when he's fallen behind on that first pitch.
Markakis steps in. Here's the first pitch. No luck that time for Pineda as he misses inside.
A front door two-seam fastball, trying to throw it inside, letting it tail back to the inside corner. Couldn't quite catch the corner, though.
Markakis lays off for a strike. He's got 1 hit, 5 lifetime at-bats off Pineda. Pitch on the way. 1-1 pitch, a fastball, cut on, missed, 1-2. And Martin's calling for the pitch. Swings and grounds this one foul, wide of third. Lined up the middle. That's going to be a base hit for Markakis. It's time to get it done. Baltimore, let's see if they can.
He takes this 1-2 pitch down in the zone. He's able to go down and get it. Get a good part of the bat on the ball and pick up the base hit.
That's a tough pitch to hit when you're behind in the count. You just want contact, and he got it. And it's Adam Jones in the batter's box. Last time up, flew out. Markakis is on first. Runner on second, Hardy. A swing and a foul off to the right side. Strike two with Michael Pineda on the mound. He can waste a couple now if he wants to.
The hitter needs a two-strike approach. Shorten up the swing. Think about going the other way.
Fouled off. Big swing and a miss for Adam Jones. That'll send him back. Strike three.
K-Cam presents the two-seamer. Take a look.
Well, he just looked overpowered on those two fastballs.
John thought timing that time just didn't seem to be there in the at-bat.
Well, and a strikeout like that will give the pitcher a lot of confidence.
Matt Wieters looking to knock in a run here.
Boy, they knew Pineda could match up well with this team, but he has gone above and beyond.
How's he attacking on the first delivery? Let's look here.
Well, what does an 0-1 count do for you? Well, in this game, it does a lot. He's gotten 7 hitters out in this game when he's gone 0-1 in the count. So first pitch strikes mean a lot.
And the first pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. So far a 1-for-1 in the game off Pineda.
Well, he timed the changeup pretty well last time for a knock. And we'll see if he goes back to that or whether he tries to stay hard.
And that single he had last time through didn't drive in anyone, but if he repeats that here, it should be enough to get the man in from second.
Strike two. No balls, 2 strikes. Matt Wieters. Watch that strike zone.
Well, for a ball that had that type of movement on it, that slider had surprising velocity, and the hitter just couldn't catch up. He swung late.
Fouled away. There's a ground ball. And he scoops it up. And a high throw, and he is in there at second base. Oh, and a wild throw. Good offensive chance here. And away, here's Mike Reynolds. Steve, you got to like the odds right here. You get that base hit, and all of a sudden this game changes.
Now, if he hits one over the ball, too, it completely changes the complexion of this game.
They've had to battle back. Here's a chance to get the lead. Wieters on at first. Markakis at second. On at third. Now a swing and a ball hit well into right field. It's got carry. It's off the wall hard. And Hardy scores. And Markakis also to score. I think there's an issue of how much is left in his tank right here, so that bullpen's going to get active.
You know, it's still early in the game, though, so I'd be surprised if they make this move this early. They may just get him prepared in case they need to go there.
And he'll stop at second base. That'll be a 2-run double.
Well, we're going to find out a lot about Michael Pineda right here in this pressure moment.
And he's really sweating this one out. Runners now occupy second and third, only one away.
Gary, he's got good stuff, though, and he's normally a pretty confident guy. I'd be surprised if he doesn't get out of this inning still in the lead.
And here's the pitch. That one's drilled to short, and that is in. They're going to score Wieters. Well, the rally here energized every new opportunity they take advantage of.
Number 20.
Let's see what the RBI means for their win expectancy.
Now pitcher making a mistake right here, leaving it right over the heart of the plate. He squares it up, drives it, good contact at the plate to drive in a run.
Most of those kind of pitches are going to get hit. That's an RBI knock. Bellman at the plate now. And the first pitch. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Well, it's keeping up with the hit trends in this one. Let's take a look at the pitches that he's thrown on the mound that have been put in play.
Well, that
ground ball, Rodriguez. Over to second for one. And they get two. Great double play. And they've got the lead in this ball game, and now they'll get 2 right-handers up in the pen.
Well, I want to see if they can protect this lead, Gary. You don't ask your bullpen to win the game, but they have to hold the lead in this situation.
They pick up 4 hits in the inning and 3 runs across the plate. Baltimore trying to get back into a position to challenge in this game.
Up to the plate.
And so Robinson Cano set to go. Got to be pleased with his last trip up. That was a 2-run shot he got off Britton.
You know, Gary, that home run came on a slider. I'm not sure he's going to see that pitch this time up.
Well, I would back off that pitch again if I was him. 2 runs off 1 swing is plenty as far as he's concerned.
Here we go. Here's the first pitch. Watches a fastball that's in there. 0-1.
When you can spot your 4-seam fastball to the outside corner, the hitter has to have balance at the plate and not pull off the ball.
That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. This one rolls through to the wall. Cano's headed to third.
Now let's take a quick look back to last year and the numbers that Robbie Cano put up. Second in RBI, third in doubles, and of course he got his base hits. He was ranked in the top 10 in hits in the league, getting the job done, finding a way to get on base.
RBI situation for Mark Teixeira, and the elite home run leader in the top 5 last season. First pitch to him. That swung on, hit on the ground. Oh, and he bobbles this thing. And that'll bring A-Rod to the plate. Base hit his last time.
13, Alex Rodriguez.
Teixeira will lead off first. On third's Cano. Swung on Rodriguez. He got a lot of it. And he drops back to the whoop. And here's Cano for the plate. And Cano scores. I think there's an issue of how much is left in his tank right here, so that bullpen's going to get active.
You know, it's still early in the game, though, so I'd be surprised if they make this move this early. They may just getting prepared in case they need to go there.
And it's Nick Swisher in the box now. Well, they've definitely got a rhythm going right now, each player feeding off the other.
You know, Gary, that at-bat we just saw could prove to be the most critical at-bat in this ball game. They want to keep adding on to the lead.
Could be one of those situations that decides the ball game. Right now it looks like their offense is ready to start clicking. At the belt, the 1-0. And this is below the knees, ball 2.
Now, Gary, as you were saying, that was one of those situations where they had the opportunity and they capitalized. And this offense does look like it's heating up. Let's see if they can keep it going here.
Hit foul by Swisher. The 2-1 offering from Britton. And he's up with it. That's 1 and 2. A double play. They pick up a run on 1 hit. Nobody left. Yankees up 2. And if you're just joining our 2K Sports Major League Baseball broadcast with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, I'm Gary Thorne. And Reimold's batting. And doing the pitching, it'll be Mariano Rivera. They've decided it was time to make a change here. Lays off the cutter. Good pitch, but it's 1-1.
Well, going with the cut fastball in the inside corner here. He tries to bust him in on the hands, but the ball runs back, just misses the corner.
Good moving cutter, and it's 1-2 now.
Well, that cut fastball away. It looks like it's coming down the heart of the plate, runs to the outside corner. It tends to turn into a pop-up.
And the cut fastball's in there. Strike 3, 1 away.
That's a pretty fast pitch right there. Hard to get that much break on it.
Ryan Roberts.
This is the effective use of the fastball. You can move it around the zone and hit your spot. They go down and in right there. Looks like the hitter was thinking away.
And it's Brian Roberts at the plate, 1 away.
Well, a rough couple years for Brian Roberts. He missed a ton of 2010 dealing with a herniated disc and missed even more time last year with the concussion.
That's a ball. Rivera misses. Now, Roberts went on the 15-day DL, but after what happened to Renault and all of the discussion about concussions, the Orioles waited and waited and ended up shutting him down, John.
Yeah, those concussions are a serious thing, and it seems to be such a myth.
Here's a swing and a fly ball. This one towards Granderson. And he gets over and grabs it with the left.
Shortstop, number 2.
And it's J.J. Hardy now. He singled and later scored in his last time up. And Rivera has him 0-1 with a called strike. That is a strike. Hardy now lean out over that plate to protect.
The hitter's got to protect the outer part of the plate right here, down 0-2.
Wanted to get him fishing, but he misses 1 and 2.
That's a good pitch with a cut fastball. When you're throwing this pitch, you want to start it on the corner, run it off the plate, trying to get the hitter to chase. Good piece of hitting to lay off of it.
Leaves that one alone. Hardy shows patience, evens it up. Swung on line to right center field. That gets down. That'll put him on. The tying run up. That's going to bring up Nick Markakis.
Well, 2 quick outs in the inning. You think maybe this is one of those quick innings and the other team gets in and they get some momentum. But he keeps the inning alive with that base hit.
1 for 2 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch. Cutter just misses. 1-0. A 1-0 now. It's hit foul by Markakis. Foul! Martin setting up. Good spot for the cutter that time. 1 and 2.
Well, his timing is just off right now. He swung way late on that cutter.
Rivera winds up. 1-2. And it's in there. Strike 3 call. That's it.
Well, Gary, hitting, pitching, defense. When they had to make plays, the Yankees did it today, and they come away the victors.
Yeah, we like to recognize outstanding performances in our game, so let's do it right now with our Player of the Game award. Definitely key factor in this one, Robinson Cano.
Well, you get on one of these hot streaks, Gary, and all you can do is sit back and watch. And it's an incredible show when it's happening. Spraying the ball all over the field. One just happened to leave the ballpark. That's why he's the player of the game.
And, Steve, they're able to put this one away in the record books. This is a good victory.
Hey, anytime you can go on the road and beat another major league team, you've got to consider yourself fortunate.
I guess it's that time again. We wrap up this 2K Sports broadcast of MLB. For John, Steve, our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Gary Thorne. Adieu, adieu.